So, Sunderland have taken yet another battering, this time at Hillsborough. We've lost 3-0, and I tell you what, I just simply feel sorry for the fans that, they're travelling the numbers. You've got, nearly 3,000 odd. They went to Rotherham last weekend. It's 4,000 tonight at Hillsborough. And they've watched us concede, 8 goals and score the one. It's embarrassing. It's wrong, and it's fucking pathetic. It is absolutely fucking pathetic. And tonight's performance was just as fucking pathetic as well. It really, really was. I've somehow calmed down a little bit since the game had ended. But it's not right at all, and it isn't acceptable whatsoever. I feel like since that 4-0 loss, at Portsmouth, we've gone down drastically in terms of performance. Defensively horrendous. We're so unbelievably soft, and our confidence has been knocked. You expect a bit of a confidence knock, but, Lee Johnson, he gets this sort of Streaky Johnson nickname, and you can see why. I think there was 7 games last season where we went 7 games without a win, so he's already had one streak. Now is a terrible time to have another one. In the space of 4 weeks, losing 4-0 to Pompey, losing to Charlton, 5-1 to Rotherham, 3-0 tonight against Sheffield Wednesday. Now, I'm not sitting here, like I said in the previous review, I'm not sitting here screaming Lee Johnson out. But at this point, I have to say, if he did somehow lose his job, or if he did lose his job, I'm not going to scream and cry about it. I'm not. It's not just. That's not me being fickle, because in the last review I did say, I do kind of like the foundation he's laid, or is laid down with the, with the youth mixed with the experience. But at the same time, I need to take a step back and pull myself away from that. As someone who's been a fan for so long of this club, who loves this club with all my heart, to watch us rock like this in League fucking One, to take the batterings we are taking in League fucking One, with Lee Johnson in charge, what do you want from me? Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna scream from the rooftops, Lee Johnson out, but I'm not gonna bat an eyelid if he does lose his job. I'm not anymore, because it is far, far from acceptable. And those players tonight, getting into the game in general, we didn't actually play, going forward originally. We didn't look that bad. It was a relatively competitive game. But the one thing which I keep on screaming so many times is how soft these fucking players are. They are so unbelievably soft. They have no idea how good they've got it with the away fans have got it. And the amount of times I was seeing players ducking out of 50-50s, pretending to go up for headers, but then shying away from it and flinching like absolute fucking pussies. It does my nutting. It does my absolute fucking nutting watching this club, watching this team, watching this 11 players on the pitch getting supported in the manner they do, and then the fans are getting served this absolute ripe shit on the pitch week in, week out. It is far from fucking acceptable. Far from acceptable. The first goal down one side, you've got Gooch who's back in the lineup. Winchester miles out of position, against any half-decent opposition. Winchester, who of course is not a right back in a million years, is a central midfielder. He's a midfielder by trade, but he's positionally all over the place. But it doesn't help by the fact that Gooch is a lazy cunt and he's drifting into the middle, so he's getting doubled up on Winchester. So he's got all the space in the world down the left-hand side. Who it falls to in the end, their left wing backs was completely free, and he's put it into the bottom right-hand corner. But the original ball that come in from the right-hand side, Flanagan, weak as piss. Every cross that come in this evening, every single cross, the first ball was met by a Sheffield Wednesday player. That's how bad it was. Don't get me wrong, some of the second balls and the dregs in the box we managed to get away, but every single first ball was met by a Sheffield Wednesday player, and that is shocking. It was absolutely shite. Hoffman been sending our players short almost every single time. We got an offside goal, which of course it was offside in my opinion. Ross Stewart managed to get it on the right hand side, and as he strikes it, Gooch I think is just about in an offside position. It hits Gooch, falls back to Daniel, who twats it into the back of the net. But 2 minutes later we've conceded anyway, so what the fuck's the point? As soon as we seem like we have our tails up and we might go for it, we just collapse again. At the back, it's utterly horrendous. It's utterly horrendous. Second half, you think because we played so dire and we barely tested the keeper at all. Like I say, at times, Sheffield Wednesday did set back and they let us play a little bit of football, but we weren't testing the keeper in any way, shape or form. We didn't look dangerous. We didn't. We had a few scrambles in the box, yeah, but which is a little bit better than Rotherham, but we're coming away with a fucking 3-0 defeat. So I'm not claiming, and I'm not going to try and cling on to scrambles in the box as if it's a fucking positive or it's an improvement. We're Sunderland Football Club, man. Are you being serious? It's an absolute fucking joke. It really is an absolute joke. I can't even be asked doing this review. I really fucking can't. But I need to sit here. I'm not just going to shy away from it because we've been beaten. We've been beat properly as well by a miles better side. Because they wanted it more than us. 50-50 challenges, like I say. The amount of times, it was a 50-50 challenge. There was times where, O'Brien were going up for a header, but it looked like he wanted, it's so easy to fake going for a header, and he'd flinch and go like that, and they go over the top. A couple of 50-50s with Dhannoo. I was going to say Luke O'Nien, and to be fair to him, even though he was shite and he can't string a pass together, he was actually going in for 50-50, so I'll give that to him at least. But with Dhannoo, he was ducking out of him, and they were slamming into challenges. What do they expect? Do you know what I mean? What do they expect? They expect us to play nice with us. It's a fucking contact sport. Go for it, man. Ducking out of challenges, flinching, absolute pussies is what they are. Minging. It was utterly minging. But second half comes around, and even after that shocking performance in the first half, you're thinking, right, come on, Lee Johnson, make your move. Go 3-0 down. Still doesn't make his move until over the hour mark, where he brings on Dhannoo and brings on Pritchard. And I'll tell you what, Pritchard come on the pitch, and I've said this on Twitter as well. If you notice, Pritchard come on the pitch, and you see he had instructions to tell Luke O'Nien, and I've never seen a more confused Luke O'Nien in my fucking life. You know what I mean? He pulls off some lovely little smiles here and there, but I've never seen such a fucking confused Luke O'Nien. He literally looked at his face, scrunched up, looked at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? And shrugged his shoulders. Had no idea, so I don't know what the hell Lee Johnson's telling him. Maybe some kind of frigging script or essay or speech about fucking sharks. I don't know. No idea. I do apologise. I'm very, very fucking angry, guys. I'm very angry. I do occasionally try and keep my swear words to a minimum, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. It's just shocking. It really is shocking. It's minging. It's minging watching those fans. I'm so proud when I watch. Obviously, I weren't there tonight, but I watched the game. I'm so proud when I see the amount of fans that we take to away games. I'm so proud when I'm within the away games myself. But to get handed and gifted that shite in return, I don't mind losing. Of course, obviously, I don't like losing, but I don't mind losing. I don't. As long as we put in a competitive performance and we don't bend over like that, and we're doing it week in, week out. No, it's horrendous. It's shocking. It really is shocking. We've lost the last 3 games. It's the first time we've done that in this league. So there's plenty of facts and figures and statistics that all point in the direction of Lee Johnson out. It really does. But at the same time, who comes in? And again, I keep repeating myself, I'm not screaming Lee Johnson out from the rooftops. I'm not. But at this point, I can't defend, a manager that is leading us to this shit in the 3rd tier of football. I can't. He had a great start. The opening 10 games, we were brilliant. We were brilliant. I think we're absolutely fantastic. But then here comes Streaky Johnson, where the second we hit one sort of roadblock or a bit of a hurdle as such, he absolutely fucking crumbles. And of course I can't give it all to Lee Johnson. I can't, because the players need to take some responsibility, and not one of them do out there. They look clueless. They look like headless chickens. They really do. But I don't know what to suggest. I can't keep saying bad day at the fucking office, because it isn't. It's just shit. Is what it is. It's terrible. So like I say, if Lee Johnson's out, he's out. I'm not batting an eyelid. I'm not. But we don't have a league game now until like the 20th or whatever it is, because we've got a game postponed. So he has plenty of time there. Of course, we have the weekend game, which luckily I'm actually working for. It's bad, in it, when it gets to the point where I'm actually almost celebrating in the back of my mind that I'm working and I can't watch the game this weekend. That's how bad it's getting. Do you know what I mean? I'm buzzing that I don't have to sit here and make a match review at the weekend because I can't watch the game. Do you know what I mean? It's just shite. It really is terrible. Oh, I don't know, guys. I really don't. I could sit here and try and dissect the game, dissect the goals and do this, but how many times can I do that? How many times can I do it when it is getting this poor? I prefer doing it, even if we do lose, if it's a tight game and, we've played quite well, we're competing, then I can dissect little things, what we did wrong here and there. But when it's that bad, you're not dissecting shit, you're just pointing out the obvious. And we're utter shit. That is the obvious. But the thing is, these are the same players that did pull out certain performances in the opening 10 games of the season. So what's gone wrong? So Lee Johnson has to answer those questions. So if he comes out, I haven't seen any post-match interviews yet, but if he comes out with any form of excuse, he can fuck off. He can. Because there isn't any excuse for that. He needs to hold his hand up and say what's wrong here, and he needs to go away, go to the drawing board and sort the shit out. He really, really does. His selection for the team today was horrible. It was awful in the first place. And his subs were terrible and far too late again. He was watching us get battered all over the shot. He waited till we were 3-0 down to make the first substitute, and it was a garbage one anyway. Broadhead come on with 7 minutes to go. Shit. Utter shit. It was a joke. It really was. Again, I apologise for my language. It's minging. It really is. But, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like the video if you want. See you later.